Welcome back, everybody. It's Talking Sports. Kip and the Legend. And the Legend is playing hurt today. I got to give the Legend credit. He has just strapped it up and come to play despite his mouth killing him here. He needs some big-time dental work. I guess that's scheduled for first of the week.
Yeah, I'm telling you, Kip, I'm playing hurt today, but you got to do it in this business. You know, when they blow the whistle, Kip, I'm ready.
That's right.
I'm like Ronnie Lott. I'll cut a thumb off, Kip, to get on this show. I'm telling you now.
Well, you could be like Wally Pipp. You know, you let Lou Gehrig play one day, and that was that.
That was that.
We got George Teague. What an honor to have him on the show. George, going back to that game, and you mentioned Brother Bill Oliver, the defensive coordinator. I've been involved in sports radio for a long, long time, and probably, I don't know, one of the best radio interviews I ever did was with Coach Oliver back in, I guess it was about 2013. And he and I were kind of talking about that 92 game, and he said some things. I don't know if you've ever heard these comments, but Coach Oliver said, I had such a special group, not only of great athletes, but of guys that could really do just about anything. He talked about how you guys in that 3 or 4 weeks leading up to that game completely overhauled your defense and put in all kinds of different things just to completely screw up Heisman Trophy winner Gino Torretta, and it worked. What are your remembrances of that time and that preparation for that game and that comment from Coach Oliver?
No, well, and I appreciate his compliment because we actually had some very, very smart football players, not like you said, not just talented guys that could understand concepts and things of that nature and accept a challenge. Because when he came in, when Coach Oliver came to us and said, hey, you know, we wanted to attempt this, can we do it? Because, you know, hey, they're good. We knew they were good. We knew he could sling the ball around. We knew they had some receivers. And we knew we just didn't want to be sitting ducks back there because we knew everybody was going to have a month, you know, at that time to prepare. So when he gave us the challenge with this, it was tough in the beginning, trying to work the timing of 11 up and, you know, trying to figure out how to stop their running game. It was difficult, but we had the guys that were willing to do a little bit of extra study, work on the timing. When we had to run out of there, and it was terrifying. But we believed in our coaches, we believed in each other, and once we started to get it down and feel good about it in practice, you know, we felt like once he calls this, it's going to be game changing, and it definitely was.
Legend's got to get to his question next, but one final point on that. How satisfying was it that it was Lamar Thomas, historically, that's the victim of your great play? Because before that game, as I recall, Lamar Thomas did a lot of talking.
Man, Lamar was talking so much. I think he's still talking. You know, but it was, you know, anytime that you go into any game, or if you're a competitor, you know that when people kind of egg you on, I guess the term we're using nowadays is poking the bear.
Yes.
You know, I think they kind of did that to us, just talking so much, not giving us a chance, not their team, not the media, there probably was people in Tuscaloosa who probably wouldn't give us a chance, honestly. And we just knew that, man, this is our time to be different and really put a big seal on how good we really were.
George, well, how do you see the Alabama program today going into this year? There's a lot of talk that Clemson has took over the #1 spot, but I don't see it like that. When you look at the talent on this roster, I see them teams as pretty equal. How do you see the Alabama team going into this season, and do you still keep up with the team regularly?
Yes, sir. I'm very optimistic about it. I think that when you're talking about Clemson, Dabo, and Alabama football, you know, the way that they kind of handled us the past year, I guess I can see why people will think that, okay, they kind of got an edge on us. But I'm thinking that it's the same deal. We have the same type of mindset with our current players that we had in the past of, hey, we got to bounce back from this. I don't think they're ahead of us. I think they may be pretty close to us. But I think we're still in a better position, definitely from a depth perspective, from an experience perspective. I think we're #1 and #2 teams in the nation. I do feel that, but I don't think they're ready to or in position to say, hey, they're the new Alabama.
We have one more segment with George Teague. George, we're going to transition to your pro career. You've dealt with one talker in Lamar Thomas. We're going to show folks how you dealt with another talker named Terrell when we come back after this break. It's Kip and the Legend. It's Talking Sports on ABC 3340.